All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make this little quick video just to try to help you people out there out just a little bit here. See that check engine light there? All right, so customer complaint, no crank, no start. All right, so I'm not gonna get too much into what I'm looking at, but anyhow, first things first, that check engine light blinking tells me I have no communication with my ECM, PCM. Now just looking at the scan tool, lost communication with the electronic brake control module, lost communication with the ECM, that's your engine control module. Their ABS is complaining about losing communication with the ECM, body control module. Power steering control module has also lost communication with ECM, PCM. Electric position circuit, short to battery. All right, so back to the complaint real quick. So no crank, no start. Let me show you what the problem here is. What happened? I've already checked all powers and grounds on this. You see all these scratch marks right here, pretty fresh scratch marks. Along with that, this is your positive terminal. You throw your computer on top of that, well, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna ground that computer off and you're just gonna burn it up. That's exactly what happened with this vehicle. There's supposed to be a black cover on here that holds this in place versus putting that metal up against that battery terminal. All right, yeah, remember this one? I posted a video about the engine computer was not on this plastic tray, I guess you could call it, that sits on top of the battery, and was being scratched up against the positive terminal there. Basically, it fried the computer out, and I wasn't even able to communicate to it or anything. So right now I got what we can call a donor. This one came off of a 08 Cadillac Escalade. And obviously this is not a Cadillac Escalade, this is a Chevy Equinox. It's also an 08 model. And as soon as I hooked up the scan tool, we're able to read immediately, which is a good sign, because I was not able to communicate with the previous one. That's obviously not our VIN number. That's 1183. And this one here is 220. All right, well, obviously that's incorrect, because the scan tool is actually picking up on the previous vehicle, which, as you can see, Cadillac Escalade. That is not our vehicle. All right, so basically I'm just doing this just to make sure I'm able to read it. Yeah, everything's good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug my scan tool. And I am going to connect my pass-through device, which is the Cardac. Now I'm going to connect to SPS2, which is our General Motor programming software. And what we're going to do is reprogram that Cadillac module engine computer that I just put on there to this 08 Chevy Equinox. What the heck? And let me go here. I guess it wants me to click it. I never really had to, but okay, whatever. What are you doing? Can I do this all over again? Could have sworn I was already past this. Oh my God, now what? Basically making me read. You know, one thing about Techline, the General Motors software, probably one of the worst. It's stupid. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So yes, we're gonna add a VIN. Oh, come on. Launch Tech Line Connect. All right, finally. Yes, this software is wild. Anyhow, of course, it thinks it's a Cadillac. Well, technically, the module that's in the vehicle came off a Cadillac, but we're going to be changing that. So, we're going to change the VIN number and update the software to whatever latest software is available for this Equinox. Yeah, we're going to override it from the original VIN number on that used PCM. So I'm going to have to do all these. So we're going to start off with main operation systems. Here's all your unrecognized calibrations right now. So we're going to start the programming on that. Alright, so right now it's going to download from the server, General Motors. Once that's complete, it'll program to the ECM of the vehicle. So, all right, so after doing the programming, all the calibrations on the other ECM, now we got to do basically a theft security key relearning procedure, I guess you can call it that. You can see in the background, vehicle theft determined. So we're basically doing their little security 12-minute wait. I should have I would have just cloned it with the iTerminal, but there's absolutely no communication to this one. This one got fried. Like I said, if y'all watched the previous video, it was just sitting. They had it just sitting on top, so it was just kind of rubbing up against the positive terminal. You can see the scratch marks. Basically, they let the smoke out of it. So they still didn't bring me the case that goes over the battery to protect it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in on its case after I'm done programming. And then I'm just gonna, I don't know, put some cardboard or something and send them on their way, because I've already told them about it and they were supposed to bring it to me, but they didn't. So I'm gonna make a note of that. I don't know, maybe wrap it up in duct tape or something, I don't know. Anyhow, so we're just gonna wait on this procedure and make sure our keys have been relearned or programmed, and should be good to go. All right, I'm back. So vehicle theft determined has been learned. Cool. All right, so should start. Should just turn the key off for a few seconds, cycle it, see if I don't see any theft light. I don't see nothing. Just go ahead and crank it. All right, there it is. Ready to go. Stop putting your PCMs and computers on top of your battery. All right, on to the next one. I'm gonna see what the deal is with this check engine light. I'm gonna go ahead and just run a scan, but my job is complete here. I'm gonna just make sure that ain't got nothing related with the theft system or whatever. Let me check it out. All right, so don't blame General Motors for their design, because you didn't put your cover back over your battery.